Hey, with Westside coach Darren Thomas, and first of all, Darren, look, we had it's been a long time coming, but finally the season here, the season beginning next week. What were you ever concerned that might not be a season?
Sure. I mean, we'd already canceled twice. We'd made 2 sets of schedules, and they kept pushing it back. And but like you said, we're just happy. Maybe we can get underway next week and get some games in.
You were in the state tournament last year, and you guys were able to get your game in before it got canceled. What was that the whole week like heading up to that? And I mean, had you even thought the tournament might be canceled when you guys were playing down there?
No, the only thing that, when we were down at Parkersburg that Sunday, we were talking about what if, we had no idea what was going to happen. So, we got our game in, and they played that Thursday morning, so we kind of figured they were going to let it go on.
If you had won the game, you think about what that would have been like. I mean, I know you're not, you don't want to go down there and have lost your game, but I guess when you're going to lose in the state tournament, I guess that would be it.
Well, I mean, you look at Coach Miller at Pikeview, like we were talking earlier. She had a good team. You get down there, they upset Fairmont, and had a good chance to win with the team she had last year. I'm sure it'd be tough. I mean, I don't know. You had a lot of teams. The boys didn't even get started, so but it would be terrible to be in their situation, to still be playing or not being able to play after winning that first round.
I guess in that situation, you could always say, hey, we might have won it. Nobody will ever know now.
That situation, I'd probably be going around, hey, co-champs.
By the ring. Yeah. Hey, and you could do it with COVID. We saw that in football season. What about your team this year? I mean, you lost a lot of good girls from that squad last year. I think the entire starting 5, the seniors.
We lost 7 of our top 8, and we were just adding up some stats before the season started. We lost about 4,000 career points, but that just happens. You reload. We're going to be young this year. We're going to have Cheyenne Jenkins back. She got a lot of valuable time last year with when we got on that run. Got a lot of playing time. Sarah Brown's back off that team, who got a lot of time for us. And Breezy St. Clair's back this year. She blew her knee out in about the 2nd game of the year. And, she was one of our point guards last year who, was really playing strong for us. And besides that, we're going to be young. We're going to be playing a bunch of sophomores and freshmen. We might have 2 freshmen start, And when I say that, Dave, there might be some nights we have 3 starts. I mean, I haven't come up. Right now, I've narrowed it down to 12. And it might be some nights all 12 play, because kids that young, in high school basketball, and, it's hard to know what you're going to get from night to night, especially from a freshman.
You lost those 7, and maybe more important is the fact that they were all kind of leaders in one way or another. Who do you see taking that mantle over? Do you like somebody like Cheyenne who played a lot for you, or somebody that's been around? Breezy's back, and she played quite a bit the last year or so.
Well, I'm hoping that Cheyenne and Breezy and Sarah will step up. All 3 of those have varsity experience, and they were a big part of our success in the last 2 years. And Dave, you can't make a leader. It's either there or it's not. Now we're hoping they'll step up, but we've got some other kids. Maybe they'll. Emmy Johnson's a junior who really's worked her butt off this summer. She's might be one of our best players right now, and but we'll see. We're gonna. Like I said, I'm going to play 12 or 13 kids early, see what I have, and then maybe the last 9 games, narrow it down and try to get ready for tournament.
Who are some of the young names we should look out for?
Caitlin Lester is a 5'9" freshman, just athletic, runs the floor well, covers the ground. Daisha Klein's another 5'8" freshman who's athletic too. Sydney Cochran is another. She's about a 5'9" freshman, long-armed, athletic, and Kenzie Morgan is another freshman we're looking at.
I know you don't want to sacrifice the season maybe for another one. Some coaches do that when they're really, especially young. But do you plan on getting these girls as much playing time as you can? And is a season like this good for that fact?
Well, we're going. Listen. we're going to win every game we can, you know, but we're going to, and it's not just planned, it's what we have. You know what I mean? Our better 4 of our better 12 are freshmen. And to be honest, we only have 2 seniors on the team, and we got 3 or 4 juniors that'll play some, but most of our, you know, taller kids are young kids.
Do you like the new, you're in Cultural A now, you're with different teams, moved out of the same section with the rival Miami East. Do you like this new setup?
Well,
there'll be a lot of new teams.
It's different. I mean, you're used to having East right there all the time. You know you're going to play them during the year and have them in a tournament. But I'm anxious to see how it'll end, how it'll turn out in tournament time, because right now we're in with Independence, Shady, and Pikeview. And, you know, we've played all those teams before. They've always been in our regional. But, you know, you always had East there, and you knew it was going to be a competitive tournament game. But, you know, we'll see, Dave. You just don't know what it's going to, you know, look like. And maybe this will last, maybe it won't.
Any expectations for this team other than?
Well, listen, we're going to struggle early, but our expectations is to get better and by tournament time be a competitive team. I mean, we're not throwing in a towel on anything now. Like I said, we might take our lumps early, and it might take those kids 8 or 9 games to play. But now, you know, regular season is just a scrimmage to get ready for it.
You had some pretty good shooters last year. How have you seen the 3-point shot change basketball?
Well, I tell you what, it's just about took the postman out of the play. I mean, yeah, everybody now, it's just like I told you with the girls. We were talking a while ago. Very seldom do you see the big kid anymore. And, you know, Pikeview had the 2 big girls, but most of the teams around here rely on the 3-point shot and the guards. I mean, it's just a complete way of, you know, you go from the old school, just bang it, feed it to the post, to now run and gun and look for the 3. So it's really changed the whole outlook of it.
Are you looking forward to finally getting started? I mean,
yeah.
You're going to be playing into the spring now.
Well, I'm excited. I mean, I like this bunch of girls. You know, I'm not going to say we're going to win 8. We're going to go 18-0, but they work hard. And by the end of the season, tournament time, I think we could be pretty competitive.
You were able to get 18 games in?
Yeah, I've got 18 scheduled now. You know how it is. You never know if you're going to get them all in or not. And that's the only throwback. You had 6 weeks to get 18 games, and you're running out of time. You know, with these young kids, this is the one time that you needed last summer and last fall to really get in the gym with them and teach them. But that's why I said we'll struggle early, but we'll be okay.
What do you think the chances are we get 3 blizzards in March and April?
Hey, well, the way it's been the last year, Dave, it's hard to tell. You know, anything's possible.
All right. Hey, Darren, thanks. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Anytime, buddy.